Todd. This is Eva from Eva's Eats, and welcome back for our second episode of Festival Foods. This time we're going to be focusing on German food. I'll be showing you a simple recipe for soft pretzels and fondue. Now, if you're anything like me and my boyfriend, you've really missed out on festivals this year, and we especially missed Oktoberfest, which would be happening right around now. We love the festival in Mount Angel, Oregon, and unfortunately it's not happening this year. We went last year and we had a lot of fun dressing up, and I had a really great dirndl dress, but unfortunately that's not going to fit me right now. So first, let's start out with a simple recipe for the soft pretzels. I'm just going to make regular pretzels today, not Bavarian style, because regular is going to be much simpler for you to do at home with your family. 4.5 cups flour, 3 tablespoons oil, 1 packet active dry yeast, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1 tablespoon salt, 1.5 cups warm water, salt, sugar. Just get the salt and sugar dissolved, and then we're gonna add 1 packet of active dry yeast. Sprinkle it in there. And we're going to wait 5 minutes for that to activate. Now that our yeast has had time to bloom, we're going to add in our 4.5 cups of flour. And 2 tablespoons of oil. And we just want to get this all mixed up thoroughly to form our dough. And once it gets to a pretty shaggy consistency here, you're just going to go in with your hands and get all the rest of the flour mixed in. Kind of knead it together. And once you've got a good solid dough ball, I'm going to remove the dough for a second, and we're going to put a little oil in our bowl, swish it around in there, and set our dough back in there to rise. And we're going to cover the bowl with some plastic wrap, and it's going to need to set for about an hour to rise. Okay. Now that your dough has had a chance to rise, we're going to take it out, and we want to cut it into 8 equal pieces. And now we're going to shape our pretzels. Let's start out rolling a piece out into a log. And then into the U shape. Bring that up and twist it twice and down into the pretzel. I'm going to repeat that with each of your 8 pieces of dough. Now that you have your pretzels formed, you want to get a pot, water boiling, and add 2/3 cup baking soda. And you're just gonna very quickly boil your pretzels, about 30 seconds each side. This process helps gelatinize the outside of the dough, giving your pretzels that nice chewy texture that they have. And then once you've boiled the pretzel, you want to set it out on your parchment-lined baking sheet. Now that we've briefly boiled our pretzels, we're going to brush each of them with an egg wash before baking them the rest of the way in the oven. The egg wash helps create that nice brown tone while baking in the oven. And it also aids in helping your salt stick to the outside. After they're egg washed, you're going to sprinkle coarse salt all over, just to the desired amount that you would like. And once you get that salt on there, we're going to pop it in the oven at 450 for between 10 to 15 minutes. And then your pretzels should be ready. Now it's fondue time. And we're gonna start out with 1 cup of German ale, and you wanna add it to a pot over medium heat. And heat it up till it starts to bubble. I think we're about there already. And then we're going to add in 10 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese and about 6 ounces of Gruyere. You'll want to mix in 1 tablespoon of flour in with the cheese, which I have already done. This helps aid in making your fondue not clumpy. So you want to add the cheese to your beer in the pot, about a handful at a time, and stir it so that it melts down. And once all of that is melted down, we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients here, starting with 2 tablespoons of spicy ground mustard, a few drops of hot sauce, and finally drops of Worcestershire. And just get that all mixed up real good. And that's gonna be it. It's been about 15 minutes, and let's pull out our pretzels. Look at that. They're really nice golden brown. They look delicious. I have to give a shout out to Mount Angel Sausage Company. They make amazing German sausages that go perfect with your fondue for Oktoberfest. And now for the best part, Eva eats.